Hey YouTube, this is another predictions video. This time it's for UFC Fight Night McDonald versus Lineker tomorrow, for Wednesday, July 13th. This fight was supposed to be Tony Ferguson and Michael Chiesa. Fortunately, Chiesa had to pull out. So, but yeah, let's get things started. We got Devin Clark and Alex Nicholson. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Devin Clark. I know he's making his debut, but he looks like a pretty, I don't know, just by looking at him, it looks like a pretty well-rounded fighter. 6-0. I think he can get the job done, you know. Alex Nicholson had a pretty terrible loss last time to Misha Cirkunov, and I remember he proposed to his girlfriend at the weigh-ins. So, but yeah, I think Devin Clark gets it done. So, next you got Ronnie Yaya taking on Matthew Lopez. I don't know. This is a tough one, but I'm going to go with the newcomer, Matthew Lopez. You know, Ronnie Yaya, he's been around a long time. But, you know, I still think Matthew Lopez, he can get the job done. You know, I never heard of this guy really before, but he's got that 8-0 record. Still think he can get it done. So I got to go with Matthew Lopez. Then the FS1 prelims, you got Scott Holtzman and Cody Pfister. This is a tough one, but I'm going to go with, I don't know. Well, I'm going to go with Cody Pfister. I just think he's a little bit stronger. I know he's the younger guy in there. I think the fist Cody Pfister gets it done. You know, Holtzman coming off that loss to Drew Dober, and I think Pfister can get it done as well. So I got to go with Pfister. Then you got Courtney Casey and Christina Stanchu. I'm going to go with Christina Stanchu. You know, I think she was doing okay in her last fight, but I don't know. I don't know what went wrong, really. Yeah, against Marina Moroz. So, I thought she could have won that fight, maybe, but she ended up not getting the win. But I think she gets it done this time. So I think I'm going to go with Stanchu. Then you got Eric Spicely and Sam Alvey. This is a pretty interesting fight because Eric Spicely was on The Ultimate Fighter. Of course, did not compete in the finale. So this will be his debut. And he's going to 185 pounds. He was competed at 205 on The Ultimate Fighter. But I'm going to go with Eric Spicely on this one. I know he's pretty... thought he was pretty good at his jiu-jitsu game. Of course, he didn't show that against Andrew Sanchez. You know, he looked lost out there going against Andrew. You know, they were both buddies on the show, and you know, I just think Spicely is better in this fight. You know, Sam Alvey coming off a really boring fight. To Elias Theodorou, you know, boring loss also. But I think Spicely gets it done, and I think he gets back on track. So, and then you got Lauren Murphy and Caitlin Chukagian. I'm gonna go with Lauren Murphy. You know, she had 2 losses in a row. Her first 2 fights were losses, which I think she could have won both fights. And then she won her last fight as well. Well, she won her last fight, which was her first UFC win. And then she's fighting this newcomer, Caitlin Chukagian. But I think Lauren Murphy wins this fight. So I think Murphy gets it done. Then you move to the main card. We got Louis Smolka and Ben Nguyen. I gotta go with Louis Smolka. I like the way this. I kind of like this guy. He beat Patrick Holohan in Ireland, and he said, "Tell your kids the time that Louis Smolka beat Paddy Holohan." And this guy, Louis Smolka, he's on a 3-fight win streak, but Ben Wynn is pretty tough as well. He's had a couple fights and winning in a row. But yeah, you can't really count out Ben Wynn either. But I'm gonna go with Louis Smolka. And then I like this fight right here, Kyle Noak and Keita Nakamura. But I'm gonna go with Keita Nakamura. He's just more experienced. More fights under his belt. I mean, really, he took out Li Jingliang, who I thought Jingliang was going to win that fight. In his UFC return. So that was pretty impressive, I thought. Yeah, I'm going to go with Nakamura. And then you got Alexei Olenek and Daniel Omelianchuk. I'm going to go with Alexei Olenek, I think this guy's pretty impressive the way he's looked. His win over Anthony Hamilton especially. And oh yeah, definitely. Oh, against Jared Rosholt, that's impressive as well. Forgot about the Rosholt fight, but now that I remember it, that was a pretty good big win for him. So I think Olenek gets it done against Omelianchuk. Then you got Tim Boesch and Josh Saman. I'm gonna go with Tim Boesch. I think he's too big and strong for Josh Saman. And Josh Saman coming off the loss to Dan McCrory. Boesch coming off the loss to Ed Herman, which I was there for that fight. But I just think Tim Boesch gets back on track with this win over Josh Saman, because I think he looks bigger and stronger. And then you got Tony Ferguson and Lando Veneta for the co-main event. I gotta go with Tony Ferguson. It doesn't really make sense why Lando Veneta would be coming. It doesn't make sense why they would put Tony Ferguson against a newcomer, like somebody making his debut. That doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to my dad at all. But yeah, whatever. But I think Tony Ferguson gets it done. And then you got Michael McDonald and John Lineker, of course. I'm going to go with Michael McDonald. I know that John Lineker is the favorite last time I checked. But I think Michael McDonald will be able to somehow absorb those shots. And, well, we know that John Lineker has power in his hands. He's a little guy. He can knock people out to the body. He can knock people out to the head. But I think Michael McDonald will be able to get that knockout win as well. So I think McDonald could get a submission. He's good on the ground. He is one of the best guards in the game. And McDonald really can pull this thing off. So I got to go with McDonald. And he had an outstanding win in his return in January, getting almost this close to being caught in an arm triangle choke with Masanori Kanahata, and then switching right out into a rear naked. That was amazing. So I'm going to go with Michael McDonald. All right, that's it for the UFC Fight Night McDonald vs. Lineker predictions for tomorrow, July 13th. And catch you later. Bye.